The following program contains the opinions of its host and guests, not those of this network. The opinions expressed are for non-commercial informational purposes only. Listeners are cautioned not to rely on program content to treat or prevent disease, but are advised to consult with a licensed healthcare professional where they live for diagnosis and treatment of disease.
And now, the superstar of alternative health and purveyor of medical truth, Dr. Joel Wallach.
Hello, and welcome to Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Dr. Joel Wallach, your host, a veterinarian and physician. And I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to die at 75.5 like their parents and grandparents. I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to be sick and miserable for the last 15 to 20 years of their life like their parents and grandparents. We do have lines open. Give us a call, toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Well, I'm going to start out with a few numbers. We don't have a lot early today. We did end up with 76,613 new coronavirus cases, infections identified yesterday, posted, by the CDC. And then today so far, by the middle of the day here on the West Coast, we're at 86 new infections. So we're headed that direction again. And then, let's see here. Yesterday, Michigan had 10,277 new cases. Florida had 9,069 new cases. And there are several other states had 4,000, like New Jersey had 4,800. New York had 4,800. And today, so far we only have 3 states reporting. Florida is at 6,790. Pennsylvania is at 5,062. And Illinois is at 3,536. And so this is still raging on. And, of course, there are several reasons for that. And one of the things I want to talk about today is the pre-existing conditions that set you up to have a bad time from the pandemic virus infections. Number one, the vaccines, are going to have a highly inconsistent result. Now, I said this over a year ago when they first started talking about vaccines. I said, don't expect everybody to get the same results because vaccines in of themselves are useless. There's 3 pieces to the vaccine story. Piece number 1 is getting vaccinated with a vaccine. Vaccines do not kill viruses, bacteria, fungus, or yeast. They just alert your body to bad DNA and RNA from the bad bugs. Then you're responsible for responding to that, That requires your intestines to be in good shape, And your intestines should look like a shag rug when they're opened up at surgery at autopsy because of all the villi, the little finger-like projections increase the surface area. But when you've been eating gluten for 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years, those villi are gone. They've been killed by a substance called pro-inflammatory cytokines, which are made by the gluten, and they kill the villi. And so now your intestines, instead of looking like a shag rug, they look like a plastic tube. You've lost 90% of the absorptive surface. And then you need to get rid of all the gluten, no wheat, no barley, rye, oats, because that's what causes the damage. No wheat, no barley, rye, oats. There are no such things as gluten-free oats. The gluten in oats is called gliadin, and they play a word game with you. Oh, there's no gluten. Here's the label. You can't find the word gluten on there. No. Unless it's certified gluten-free and has the gluten-free symbol on it, don't touch it. And even then, I read it just in case somebody tried to slip in some gluten-free oats because that's called gliadin, not gluten. Then your bone marrow has to be in good shape because your bone marrow receives the nutrition that are absorbed by healthy intestines. And your bone marrow makes red blood cells, white blood cells, which are the cavalry and the Marines that go after the COVID virus or any other virus or bacteria or fungus or yeast. And then, of course, you need the antibodies that are made by the stem cells in the bone marrow. And when you go to the doctor every month or every week to get a iron or B12 shot because you tried pills of iron and B12 that didn't work, you couldn't absorb it. That's because you've been eating gluten. your intestines are dead, and you didn't like getting a shot every month or every week or every 2 weeks, and you try a transfusion. Well, you're sick for 10 days after you get the transfusion from somebody else trying to get their red blood cells and their white blood cells and their antibodies. So the doctors start talking about, well, you have bone marrow dysplasia. You got to think about that. You're 70 years old. Your bone marrow is dead, and we need to do a bone marrow transplant. That's $100,000, but don't worry about it. Your insurance will pay for it. You don't want to go that direction, okay? You want to get off all the bad stuff, take your 90 essential nutrients so that the nutrition can get to your bone marrow and can respond to the vaccine. Now, they already pulled one vaccine off the market because of some proposed side effects. They had a lot of blood clots following the use of the Johnson & Johnson, so they pulled that one off the market, okay? Well, they're figuring out if it's really directed to it or it's just older patients or what the deal is. So we don't know the answer to that question yet, but I know they're looking. And so this is stuff that we have to do. We actually have a new CD out. It's only been out, I don't know, 6 months. It's called the Red Warning Light. It goes into the pre-existing conditions that set you up for a bad result from the vaccinations and a bad result from an infection, okay? And the Red Warning Lights, talk about things like obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, kidney disease, that kind of stuff, lung disease. And this is all in the book in the CD, Hell's Kitchen. It's all in the book, Black Gene Lies. It's all in the book, Epigenetics, the death of the genetic disease transmission. And you need to have family meetings. I mean, it's really easy now with all this. You have, you can do little Zooms, you can do Facebooks, you can do all kinds of stuff. And your FaceTimes, you can do all kinds of stuff here and get the information, everybody in your family, in your church, and your workplace, and so forth. And your longevity business, you'll pay wholesale for the products. You get on auto ship. I pay the shipping, so the shipping's free if you get on auto ship. It doesn't get any better than that. And then it's a willable asset. You can will it to your family or your church or whoever you want to will it to. You can retire on it. You get a good income stream going in addition to your Social Security and whatnot. And get all kinds of tax breaks so you run your business out of your house. You don't need a store. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. Aromatherapy oils have been prized by ancient cultures for thousands of years. Longevity's ancient legacy, true aromatherapy, is no exception. Essential oils are the fragrant life essence from plants that are gently removed through the process of steam distillation. Longevity's ancient legacy essential oils are of the purest concentrations from the most respected and ethical distillers worldwide. Many ancient legacy oils come directly from families in the East which have been distilling essential oils for over 100 years. Keep Ancient Legacy's tea tree oil in your medicine chest for first aid. Tea tree oil is great for soothing the itching and stinging associated with insect bites, burns, scrapes, and other skin irritations. It's also effective as an antiseptic. To learn more about aromatherapy and essential oils, contact your local Longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about business opportunities.
Hello, Judy DeVilbus here. If I could only afford to get one product out of everything, that product would be the Ultimate Classic. It has the vitamins, the minerals, the bioflavonoids. It even has grapeseed extract. The one product that would give you just about everything under the sun you would need for a perfect nutritional program would be the Ultimate Classic. By the way, people that are on the go, it's very, very hard to take the liquids with them when they go on their trip to get their supplements in every day. Well, you know something? You can use the Ultimate Daily Tablets and the Mineral Capsules. When I'm going on a trip, if I have enough room, I just take the 2 bottles with me. If not, just use a little baggie and take a couple of daily doses with you. It's very simple. It's very easy. There's no mess, no fuss, no refrigeration. Just take your capsules, take your tablets, and you're finished for the day.
To order these products, call your local Longevity distributor today.
Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the CBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And again, you get rid of these pre-existing conditions, and of course the CD, Red Warning Lights, the book Hell's Kitchen, the CD Hell's Kitchen, the book Epigenetics, the CD set is 2 CDs, Epigenetics, tells you what to do for all these pre-existing conditions. The metabolic syndrome, which includes obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, kidney disease, and so on. And so, when you look at the top 8 countries in the United States when it comes to numbers of COVID infections, we're talking. I picked the top 8 that have 1 million or more infections. Within a week or so, it's going to be 10 above that. They're getting close now. They have a demographic profile that's predictable, because when you look at the indigenous peoples, the Native Americans, Hispanics, blacks, Polynesians, these are the people who have the most cases and the worst cases, the most common or the highest rate of death. And it's not a racial thing. It's a dietary cultural thing. So California, with the number 1 number of infections and deaths in the U.S., has 39% Hispanic and 8% black. Texas has 39% Hispanic and 14% black. Florida has 25% Hispanic and 18% black. New York has 19% and 19% Hispanic black. Illinois has 17% Hispanic and 16% black. Georgia has 9.5% Hispanic, and 34% black. They have the highest level in demographics of black population of any state. Ohio has 3.8% Hispanics and 14% black. Pennsylvania has 7% Hispanic and 13% black. These are all ones that have 1 million and more infections and usually have the highest rates of deaths and all that kind of stuff. Now, this is easily dealt with because you just get off of gluten, wheat, butter, and oats, and fried foods and processed meats and oils and sugar, and you eat like an Asian, eat maize, corn, rice, sweet potatoes, beans, squash, and seaweed, which is our fucoid C, Z radical, and ocean's gold. You can repel these viruses, bacteria, fungus, and yeast because they help your immune system. That's the important thing here. That's why the rate of these diseases, including COVID-19, are so small in Asian countries and so high in European countries. Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
I've got a story headlined, Stop Inflammation and Asthma Attacks with Cashew Leaves. They say cashew is a widely cultivated in many tropical countries, and it's one of the most commonly grown nut crops in the world. And they say parts of the cashew can be used for a variety of purposes. The leaves, fruits, and seeds and shoots not only have culinary uses, but also medicinal uses. A study from Nigeria investigated the phytochemical compounds of cashew and evaluated their anti-inflammatory and anti-asthma properties. This was all reported in the Journal of Integrative Medicine. He said there's a compound in cashew leaf that shows bronchodilatory and anti-inflammatory activities, and what they did here was they found that the cashew extracts and their hexene and ethyl acetate and chloroform soluble portions exhibited significant bronchodilatory and anti-inflammatory activities. Based on these findings, they concluded that thanks to the bronchodilatory and anti-inflammatory activities, cashew leaves can be used in the management of bronchoconstriction and inflammation in asthma patients. So there you go.
Well, thank you very much. And of course, asthma, regardless of your age when you get it, whether you're born with it or you get it when you're 75, it doesn't matter. It's a nutritional deficiency disease. There's a very specific spectrum of nutrients that are missing when you have asthma. Usually it follows a gluten problem because gluten damages the intestine, and this nutrient is a big, clumsy nutrient, and so it's very difficult to absorb under ideal circumstances. So when you have gluten problems, you're having damage to your villi and your intestines. Respiratory stuff, including asthma, is very, very common in people, and it goes along with irritable bowel syndrome and inflammatory things going on in the intestines, celiac disease, ulcerative colitis, and so on. And then if you're not supplementing with all 90 essential nutrients, you're going to have this trouble. So thank you for sharing that. You take your 90 essential nutrients to get off all the bad stuff. And I eat cashews maybe 3-4 times a week along with a bunch of other nuts. Good. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free, 888-379-2552.
If you're looking for a quality multivitamin and mineral product, grab yourself Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine, a blend of plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. This all-natural product contains no starch, wheat, or yeast, with no artificial sweeteners or preservatives, and it's glycemic friendly. Each scoop of the NutriCrystals contain equal amounts of all the nutrients. It starts out as a liquid, then is freeze-dried to ensure each scoop has the same nutrients as the last scoop. So if you want to get your hands on a quality nutritional supplement designed to give the body the raw materials it needs to rebuild, Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine is available in 1-pound canisters and also in 30-count on-the-go stick packs. Contact your local Youngevity associate and get this great multivitamin and mineral product, and don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
Imagine a rich, decadent chocolate that's actually good for you. Youngevity's Triple Treat Chocolate is just that, an antioxidant-rich dark chocolate complete with probiotics to aid in proper digestion. This all-natural product contains no preservatives, and for those with dietary restrictions, it's gluten-free, dairy-free, glycemic-friendly, and kosher certified. Not only does Triple Treat Dark Chocolate taste fantastic, it contains super antioxidant blueberries to absorb free radicals with an ORAC value of 16,936 per piece. Triple Treat Chocolate also contains a proprietary blend of probiotics with over 500 million live healthy bacteria per 8 grams at the time of manufacture, with 80% reaching the intestines, which is much more than most live culture yogurts. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities. You've listened.
If your doctor is telling you that you can get all the nutrients you need to stay healthy, well, that's just wrong. Dr. Joel Wallach has identified 90 essential nutrients that the human body needs to thrive. Crops only need 3 nutrients to thrive, so where does your doctor think the other 87 nutrients come from? They don't. So if you're not supplementing, you're starving your body. Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine will get you a long way down the road to getting those 90 essential nutrients. Beyond Tangy Tangerine contains plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. Beyond Tangy Tangerine is a balanced and complete daily supplement. So if you want to give your body the nutrients it needs, order Beyond Tangy Tangerine today. Contact your local Youngevity associate to order this product, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And Charmaine, you there?
I'm here.
Okay. Now, over the years, we have, together, have treated and worked with literally, tens of thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people. We talk about all the various layers in our organizations and stuff. And it's one of those things where our people, we had to make sure they had access to tools like books and CDs and DVDs and stuff. And I still use them. I go back. I actually had somebody call the other day. They wanted to know, they gave me a page in one of my books and said, what did you mean by this on the page? And so I looked it up in the page and I explained it to him. He said, oh, okay. And so it helps me know how I have to make sure that people know what I'm saying and so forth. But people still use the books and the CDs and DVDs, and they can go to www.drjwallach.com, www.drjwallach.com, and get the books and the CDs and DVDs. And so in your organization, Shar, and you have thousands and thousands and thousands of people in your organization, and so what seems to be the most useful, most commonly used tools in your organization?
Well, I would guess that the Let's Play Doctor book, Rarest Forbidden Cures, it's all in your head. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, the CDs. I think people can listen to them when they're driving and,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and of course, the CDs are a great tool. And I have to tell you, in the Old Testament, there's 83 miracles reported in the Old Testament. There's 80 miracles reported in the New Testament. And we have millions of miracles. Now, the reason is, of course, they were walking from village to village and carrying the information to one or two people. And we have all these electronics and technology and everything. So we can, when I do some interviews with some of these big talk show hosts on the radio, George Norrie, for instance, when I am interviewed by him once a month, I'm talking to 12 million people. Okay, and so, even Moses didn't talk to that many people at one time. And so we can't, chastise them for only having 83 miracles in the Old Testament. But it was a great thing they did. In the day and time, it was a great story. It's still a great story. It's the greatest story ever told, as they say. And so, but, we've gone the next step, and so we have all these tools to leverage your time and leverage our time so that everybody gets the same information to answer the same question. And so, you feel confident, Shar. Even if you don't know something, you can look it up.
Oh, yeah.
Or call me or whatever, and you're going to get the correct answer. So it gives you some confidence. You can talk with these people.
True.
Yeah. And so do you have, some of your people in your group who have really seen the light when it comes to the tools? Don't name their name, but, you have people in various states who use the tools quite heavily. What states are they in?
Oh, they're all over, but a lot of them are in Canada, too.
Oh, yeah, I just had a conference call with Canada. I'm going to be doing a big Zoom for them this coming Saturday. And so it all comes down to they read all these books. Now they want to hear some specific answers to specific questions. And so I'm very excited about this. And, of course, that group in Canada is in your group. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach.
If you're looking for a quality multivitamin and mineral product, grab yourself Longevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine, a blend of plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. This all-natural product contains no starch, wheat, or yeast, with no artificial sweeteners or preservatives, and it's glycemic friendly. Each scoop of the NutriCrystals contain equal amounts of all the nutrients. It starts out as a liquid, then is freeze-dried to ensure each scoop has the same nutrients as the last scoop. So if you want to get your hands on a quality nutritional supplement designed to give the body the raw materials it needs to rebuild, Longevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine is available in 1-pound canisters and also in 30-count on-the-go stick packs. Contact your local Longevity associate and get this great multivitamin and mineral product, and don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
I have two dogs, Sam and Bailey. Both are golden retrievers. Poor Sam, he was a mess. Always itching. His paws were soaking wet all day from just constant licking. He had bald spots on his back. I just don't like putting shots and steroids into your dog all the time. DINOVITE.com. Dinovite is nutrition. Probably 2 weeks after he started Dinovite, I started seeing great improvements, and today 99% of his issues are non-existent. It's amazing stuff. Since Bailey has been 12 weeks old, he's been a Dinovite dog, and he has 0 issues today. He won't eat his food without Dinovite. When I get out the Dinovite, my dogs actually salivate, like I'm getting them a treat. They drool over it. Dinovite is the best thing you can do for your dog.
You won't believe how happy your dog will be.
I get my Dinovite from DINOVITE.com.
If you're looking for a quality multivitamin and mineral product, grab yourself Longevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine, a blend of plant-derived minerals combined with
very quickly when it gets the nutrients at once and you get away with all those inflammatory foods. And again, the Ocean's Gold chart picked a good one there. 3 of those twice a day, 2 bottles a month. And then call us every couple of weeks, let us know how she's doing. But when you have an iron issue, invariably, even if you're drinking liquid iron supplements or pills, capsules, and you're still having iron problems, that means you're not absorbing because she's eating gluten. She's got to get rid of gluten so she can absorb the minerals and get it to her bone marrow so her bone marrow can make hemoglobin for her red blood cells. Okay, and of course, let's hear from you every couple of weeks and give us a progress or lack of progress report anytime you go to the doctor and get some kind of feedback from them. But these sorts of things, if everybody does everything right, they tend to normalize very quickly. Okay, but you got to be able to absorb the nutrients, so none of the bad foods, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten, no wheat, brown rice, no sugar. And then again, you guys need to consider getting a hold of that CD, the Red Warning Light, by pharmacist Keith and myself. It goes into, 8 or 9 of these types of issues. And then you want to get a hold of the book and the CD, Hell's Kitchen. And you want to get a hold of the book and the CD called Immortality. All the things that these long-lived peoples do to live a long time, but also what they avoid to live a long time. The oldest living person right now is Kane Tanaka from Japan. It's a lady. She's 118 years of age. There's a French nun, Sister Andre. She just turned 117 a couple of months ago, and she had just weeks before she turned 117, she had recovered from COVID-19. At 116 years of age, she survived and did 117. So find out what she did. Okay, Sister Andrea. Okay, well, thank you, everybody. Great stuff. Thank you so much, Charmaine. Superlative job as usual. Thank you, Doug. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our Marines, our sailors, our airmen, our Army. God bless the American flag. God bless our national anthem. God bless America.